We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Yankees. So the Bronx Bombers have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. James Paxton, a left-handed Canadian, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Now batting, Chris Bryant. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The third baseman, Chris Bryant.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
First pitch, 7-16.
The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. And that's swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a field thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Into the box, David Bodie. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
And this is taken in for the second out.
Batting third.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, I'm really impressed with what Wilson Contreras is doing. He's hit 8 home runs in his last 10 games. Did you hear me? That's 8 bombs in his last 10 games. Whatever you're doing, stop and watch this guy hit. He's been putting on a show.
Drilled to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Kyle Hendricks will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. All even now, 2-2. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Almora races in, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. Then the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single, gets everyone in your dugout going.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the American League in batting average entering play.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage, too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
2-2 the count. Line towards center field. Almora's got it, and there is one away. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, any thoughts?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. He's a special player, no doubt, but at home, get this, he's hitting over 400. I mean, he's swinging the bat. He's hitting everything. He's just a very special player playing at home in front of these fans.
Out in front of it, strike one. Urshela, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
0-2 is the count.
1-2 to DJ LeMahieu.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Kipnis is there. The second for one. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Digging in, Wilson Contreras. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
1-1.
Ball 2.
Paxton, also known as Big Maple due to his Canadian roots. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out in the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Got him.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Gardner going back. Gone into Monument Park. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 302 is the average coming in. A dozen home runs, 39 driven in. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. First offering on its way. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Got him. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Chicago. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
The windup and the 0-1. Judge is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
Here's another 1-2. Ripped down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll step in here at 275. 17 home runs and an even 50 RBIs. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. No one out with a runner at second. Hit back up the middle. Kipnis ranging to his right, and the throw to first is in time. One gone.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. Back up the middle. And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, D. A runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, it took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Voit brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Luke Voit becomes out number 2 this inning. To the plate now, Gary Sanchez. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 249 the average coming in. 13 home runs and 41 RBIs. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
High in the air out to center field. And Almora's got it. The side is retired. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. We played 2 full, all tied at 1-1.
Welcome back to the Bronx, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Yankees this season. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Thank you, Heidi. 1-0 the count. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Here now the 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Bouncer to the left side, reined in. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roll, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. The relay, and that's the second out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side, but foul. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here it comes, 0-2. Another one sent foul. In the dirt here. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up, tied at 1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Rick Gardner. First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Digging in now, Gio Urshela. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almora is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's Miguel Andujar now. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. All tied at 1-1. Stepping in, Javier Baez as we begin the top of the 4th.
The shortstop, Javier.
First offering on its way. This is line to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Wilson Contreras. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Fielded cleanly. And quickly there are 2 away. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
In the last at-bat, Matty V, that was a changeup he hit to straightaway center field. This guy looks to hit the ball right through the middle of the diamond. And if you elevate the ball like he did on that last one and get that ball up in the zone, he could take you out of the ballpark.
And he's way off balance with the swing there.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step.
And the third baseman is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Popped him up. Under it is Rizzo. 1 away. Now to the plate, Aaron Judge. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way. Takes this the other way to right. Hayward is there. 2 down.
Now back, the designated hitter, Loopard.
So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it.
And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the harder plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Standing in now, Luke Voigt, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Ready on 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. A 1-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
No balls and 1 strike. Comes set, the 0-1, and it's fouled away. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Yankees leave them loaded. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Cubs.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jason Hayward. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Hayward stands in at an impressive 6'5", swings and throws left-handed. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Hit softly on the ground to first. Scooped up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound his zone with all different options.
Here it comes. Popped up. Urshela is right there, and there's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Just foul. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Throw on to Vogt takes care of him, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Giving chase is Almora. He gets there to make the play for the 1st out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in, Gio Urshela. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the 1st inning of play. The pitch.
Ball 1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit to 3rd. Throw in time at 1st for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar. First pitch on its way, and he takes ball 1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
The 1-1 home. Hit hard to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Chris Bryant. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Behind 0-2 now. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. Gone to lead off the inning. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. 19th home run for him on the season, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
So now to the plate, David Bodie. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. No hits to this point. Popped up. Voit is there, and he's got it for the first out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here comes the first pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chasing up out of the zone.
Here's the first pitch to him. Wilson Contreras stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is right there as he takes it for the second out. Ian Happ will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Set and the pitch. Slow little roller to third. Throw over to LeMahieu at second, and that'll do it. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Through 5.5, it's now 2-1 Chicago. Stepping up now, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
The second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's just out.
The 1-1 home. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Got him to go down swinging there. DJ LeMahieu becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's big Aaron Judge as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hot shot down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
In now, Torres. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Lifted in the air out to right. On the move is Hayward. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 2-1. Here's Jason Hayward now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And right into the shift, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Jason Hayward is retired to start out the 7th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the second deck and gone. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Number 13 for him on the year. And with it, the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Adam Ottavino comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
For the Yankees, number 0, Adam Ottavino. Now batting, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And it's grounded just foul down the line. Fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Again, another foul ball. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Another 0-2 home. This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home runs. It's a solo homer here for Jason Kipnis. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Cubs have taken a 4-1 lead. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Roll, but you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Almora with an even count, 2-2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
He's set. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as they stretch the lead to 5-1. Jay Happ will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Into the box now, David Bodie, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he lays off for ball 1. 3 runs already home here. Hit back toward the mound. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's Javier Baez as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through for a hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Cubs 5 and the Yankees 1. Jeremy Jeffress gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
2-0 to the Yankees left fielder. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Here it comes. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Here now the 2-2. Down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The pitch. Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Digging in to try it again, Luke Voigt. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Boy, a lot of break to that thing, and it's 1-1. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. To short, hit hard. Baez has it. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Well, the first baseman tried to do his part and help his partner out, but the throw is just way too off target. He almost makes a great save, but that's going to be a throwing error all the way.
Big swing and a miss at the knuckle curve, strike 1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Bryant is up with it while the throw pulls him off the bag. Throw won't get him. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. Striding in, Brett Gardner. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. As a look, now the pitch.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Kipnis on to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. They're down 5-1. Ready to begin the 8th and set to go as the switch hitting outfielder Ian Happ. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a solo shot here to left center field, his 2nd home run of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. Stepping in now, Jason Hayward. She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Gardner. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So one gone here in the Chicago 8th, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
And that misses, ball one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason.
Stepping into the box, Jason Kipnis. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First offering on its way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
And he fouls this one off. Runners on first with 1 down. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
This is pulled into right. A dive, but it's off his glove. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. The tag, and it's a double play. And that gets them out of the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Cubs 6 and the Yankees 1. Kyle Ryan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
For Chicago, number 56, Kyle.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and stepping up as the shortstop, Gio Urshela.
Leading off for the Yankees, the shortstop, number 29.
Hernan Perez has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Number 41, Hernan Perez.
Josh Begley is also into the ballgame as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate.
Number 4, Josh Begley.
Steven Souza is also into the ballgame as he'll assume duties in left field.
Number 21, Steven Souza Jr.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Ryan is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Miguel Andujar comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Late that time for a strike. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Popped him up. Begley shading to his right. And the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail 6-1. All set to start the 9th in this one. And next it'll be the outfielder, Albert Almora.
Number 5, Albert Almora.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Andujar's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Digging in, Hernan Perez.
Hernan Perez.
First pitch on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. One out, nobody on. Hit down the third baseline. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Bodie.
At the plate now, David Bodie, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. This is line to left, and that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. And he is in there.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Ben Heller enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. And that brings up Javi Baez. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Comes set with the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. After it is Gardner. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And a sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
First offering on its way. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. The men on third with 2 down. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike.
Strike him out.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Now a swing and a ball foul tipped at the plate, and oh boy, that got the home plate umpire right in the arm too.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
On the ground to third. Andujar fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Cubbies are in front 7-1. Ryan Tepera, the 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. Tepera has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis has it. Throw on to first in time. One away. Next for New York, Torres. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Almora races in. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting.
In now, Giancarlo Stanton. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
1-1 the count. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Last chance for the Yankees. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. Chicago hit 6 home runs as a team on the way to a win. Kyle Hendricks hangs win number 11 on his line. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
If you're working hard for your future and you really love what you're doing, you gotta be working for progress and sweat.